Hey guys, so I got a 2012 Ford Fiesta today that has one heck of a clutch shudder, and it's got low mileage, 27,000 miles. And this concern is probably affecting a lot of you that are watching this video that own a Ford Fiesta from 2011 through 2013 or a Ford Focus from 2012 to 2013s. So far, 2014s, we're not really seeing this issue just yet. There are some out there that have high mileage already, believe it or not, because they are a lot of times used for salesmen that travel day in, day out. So we're still not seeing issues with the 14s, and they might have finally got the software and the clutch systems just right. So what I'm going to be going over today is, in the end, I'm going to be showing you how we change the clutches on these, what fails, where all these noises are coming from, and just how to fix it. Now, this isn't really a fix for the consumer to do themselves because there's a lot of special tools involved, from the seals to pulling the clutch to setting the clutch, pulling the trans out, no big deal, but there are some special tools required for doing the actual clutch, and you'll see me doing them. Put it on a stand. You can just watch me do it from start to finish, basically, and see all the special tools and craziness we need to go through. So it's good to know just exactly how we are changing what the problem is. So it's good to see, so when you go in and you complain about it, you don't get the heave-ho from the dealer. Now, a lot of dealers are under warranty audits, which means that their warranty numbers are high. So if they're high, and they're going to try to push off big repairs like this. Unfortunately, and that happens more with bigger dealers that people are more drawn to, and they get that higher amount of customers come in with engine concerns and trans concerns, and then their numbers go through the roof, and they start getting audited by Ford. So if you are having an issue with that, try another dealer that's maybe smaller and out of the way, but still within your your range. And what you can also do is call your customer service division of Ford and complain that you really do have this issue, and your dealer's not taking care of you. That's the last thing you should probably do. Now, also, I want to tell you that there's a new TSB out just for this concern. And what it has, Ford is really clamping down on us for all these warranty repairs. And they want us to take recordings with our scan tool and our data logger showing that the actual chatter is over 250 RPMs of slippage. So, and then they have a whole table going, well, was it over 550 and wet? Is it over 550 and dry? Is it, before 1/11/11 Fiesta, build date? All kinds of restrictions on there. And we have to send in these recordings every time. And then even after the repair is done, when they pay it, they may ask for the parts back so they can look them over also for engineering. So they're really clamping down on us for this, and you need to realize that if it's a slight shudder, a clutch system, a dry clutch system, is going to have that, just like a manual trans. Which brings me to my next point, is that this is a manual transmission. It has racks of gears. It has shift forks. It has synchros. It has manual trans lubricant in there. And then on the other side of that, in the bell housing, it has a regular dry clutch. But this one's a dual clutch system, and it's actually depressed and released by shift motors. So it's all electronic. So it's manual trans that is automatically shifted for you, which is great for fuel economy. You get that sporty feel like a manual transmission, but you're going to have the manual transmission noises upon shift, a slight rattle grind, a real slight one, when it's actually shifting to the next gear. You're going to have that coast down whine noise a little bit. So I know this has been a real issue for a lot of you, and what I want to do is show you how it all works, basically by doing the clutch on video, and to give you a little bit more information so you're armed a little bit better when you go into the dealer and you can ask them about certain things. And you got to go in there and tell them that it's happening at that certain temperature. Usually these happen more so when it get hot, so you need to make sure, say, it only happens when it gets hot, because they're going to go in, they're going to go, I'm not getting paid on this anyways, I don't feel a shudder, the technician, and then they're just gonna gaff it off, and it'll never get hot, so it'll never experience the same shudder that you are experiencing. And they're going to need to get to that shudder, to that high shudder amount, like that, the high RPM difference, to actually record that's over 250 RPMs and actually get paid on the warranty claim. So you got to realize that too. So you got to go in there and give them as much detail as possible, is what I'm trying to tell you. It happens only in the morning. It happens only after driving 20 minutes. You got to go through stop and go traffic. So just from my one video on the 2011s with that ground issue, I'm getting a lot of questions about people that have this issue, and they want to know how they can get it fixed because they love the car otherwise, and I understand that. So what I try to do is I try to listen for every little noise that's possible. Now, I also have grinding noise issues from bearings, but that's not really common. That's something not really to worry about. That was on some of the earlier ones in 2011s, and I haven't personally seen it, but I know it's out there. It's mainly just the clutch issue and the seals leaking, contaminating the clutch. So because I did get a really good response from my first video on the ground issue in the 2011s causing shift issues, and a lot of people talking to me about their dealers won't fix it, they don't know how to fix it, they won't fix it, whatever the concern is, and they're still under warranty. And it made me think that I should really do this video, even though the average consumer, even if they are out of warranty, they're not going to be able to do this clutch system because you need all those special tools. But it's good to know just how it works and just what to replace if you are going to get it done somewhere at a shop that's not familiar with this, like all the Ford dealerships are, because we've gone through so many of them, we're kind of experts on them, especially if you've done them all for the shop because you've done them so well, like I have. I basically get all the DSP6 clutch issues thrown my way so that they get done, and they get done right, and they don't have that repeat customer issue, because then it comes back on our CSI score for the dealer and all that stuff. Not to mention the Ford customer satisfaction. So it's really hard to find a dealer where the technician is very familiar with this transmission and all little tricks and tips to getting it back together without no new noise issues or shudder issues, and also no vibration issues, because that's really common too. There's a special sequence to bolt the thing back up to the flex plate, a very specific sequence. So if you don't do all this stuff right, you're going to have brand new issues. So you really got to find a dealer that has a technician that just specializes in these and has seen this before, and it's going to fix it for you and not jerk you around. So without me yakking anymore, I know this gets boring after a while, but I like to get the information out. And we're going to go into the fun part, which is me tearing apart the transmission and showing you how to change it out and the special areas to watch out for.